50 government agencies working to protect tomorrow's inaugural festivities, making it one of the most complicated security operations in the nation's history. Let's go through it. Over 28,000 security personnel will be on hand in the Capitol. Officials project nearly 1 million people will gather to watch Donald Trump sworn in as the 45th President of the United States. Joining me now is former New York City Police Commissioner Bernard Kerik. Mr. Kerik, you'll be at several inaugural events tonight. Are you satisfied? Are you comfortable with the security plans?
I am. I have to tell you, getting around Washington last night, today, looking at the frozen zones, seeing the resources they put into the security here is phenomenal. But it's you couldn't even imagine the amount of work that's been done. The fencing, the barricades, you know, and it's all working. It's working quite well. I think the president-elect should be very proud of the Secret Service, the local police, and all the other federal agencies that's charged with protecting him and his supporters and the people that are going to be guests here. They've done a tremendous job. Really well done. Just
bringing the viewer up to date, you're listening now to the U.S. Army Band with the fanfare and flourishes. The extraordinary security measures, Mr. Kerik, you're talking about, how has security changed in the last few years for inaugurations?
Well, listen, you know, I think with every presidency, there's an increased amount of threats. Donald Trump has had an enormous amount of threats on him and his family. You have not only the physical resources, the manpower, you have a lot of technology that's being used today that wasn't used 4 years ago or 4 years before that. And I think there's a lot of security out there that people's not even going to see. So it's all one combined package that's here to guarantee, or at least do the best they can to make sure that the president's safe, that the events go off as scheduled, and the people of Washington are safe.
Here, Bernie, forgive me. Bernie, how is it going to work with the protesters? Now, we had heard that they will not be cordoned off in a separate section. What are you hearing? What is going to happen tomorrow with protesters?
Well, listen, they may not be cordoned off where they are, where they're permitted to be, but there are extreme frozen zones where they're not going to be able to get into. They're not going to let the protesters anywhere near the president or any of these events. They could be on the outskirts. I don't think you're going to see much problems. And based on what I've seen, especially tonight, on the way here to Fox News, which is just blocks from the Capitol, the frozen zones and the amount of the barricades, I think they'll do a pretty good job on keeping the lunatics out.